Good morning from Bangkok Airport. Yes, it's time to leave Thailand, but it's exciting because we're going somewhere new. We're going to China for 2 weeks, traveling across the country. And today, I'm going to bring you with me and see what it's really like to travel to China solo in 2025. Let's get going. I've got a little bit of time. The traffic wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be, actually, which is good. I did take a bike, though. I like to take the bike because you can skip through the traffic. Even on the highway or the tollway, sometimes it can take a little long. So we're off to Chengdu, off to see the pandas, which I can't wait for. New country, very, very exciting food, very exciting cuisine. I cannot wait. Where are we? We need to check in. 10:05, Chengdu. Howdy, cab. Chengdu. All right, checked in. So that's kind of the easy bit. I'll tell you a little bit more about the trip once I get through security and a few little tips and also the questions I have to see if it'll be as smooth as what it can be or if it's going to be difficult. All right, I'm thrown to the other side. Security was easy. Security is always fast in this airport. And now they have e-gates on the passport control. Very, very quick. Well, you'd think I've done this before. What an error. 10:05, Chengdu, S108. I've just walked all the way to 10:05, Cathay Pacific, Almaty, E5. So having got to the airport early, with plenty of time, I'm now running late. 21 minutes away and the shuttle. So I better get moving. Anyway, it gives me time, whilst we're going, to tell you about China. So, 2 weeks in China. First time exploring the country. I'm going into Chengdu. I'm going to spend 4 days in Chengdu. Then I'm going to go to Chongqing on the high-speed rail. 4 days in the cyberpunk capital, the one you might have seen it on TikTok. It's been all over TikTok where the train goes through the building. So that's how I'm explaining it to you, but it looks nice. There's more than just that. Those two places for food look amazing. I mean, Chengdu was in Sichuan, which is amazing cuisine, really spicy. And same with Chongqing, very spicy, which I like spice, so that would be fun. Hot pot, very famous there. Then we're going to go, just for 2 nights, we're going to go to Wuhan. You might have heard of that place, I'm not really sure, but I think it would just be, well, considering the significance and the impact that place has had on all of our lives, I thought it would be interesting to say that I've been there and go and check out what it's really like, because obviously it doesn't have great PR. Let's say if someone says Wuhan, what do you think of? So it'll be interesting to go and see what it's really like and what it's like on the ground, let's say. And then high-speed rail, another one, 7 hours to Shanghai on the coast. Huge city, foodie city. I mean, all of these are foodie spots. It's going to be great. It's going to be food and travel. Cannot wait for that. And then that'll be that, 2 weeks in China. S101, S218. Some things, some questions that I have for China. Interesting to see today what works. Firstly, can I get in on my Italian passport visa-free, like it claims online? I'm always skeptical of these things. So can I do it? Because I haven't applied for anything. I couldn't work out, well, I could work out that because it's visa-free, visa-exempt, and they've got a whole list of countries, so do check. I don't need to do anything. I just turn up and they check my passport. I'm sure I need to fill a form in on the plane, so let's see about that. Secondly, will the apps work? Because China's not like other places. You have the Great Firewall. All of the apps don't work. However, I have an eSIM, and that claims that apps like WhatsApp and Instagram and Facebook and all of these things will work. So will that work? I need to set my eSIM up, actually. There's a tip. You definitely need an eSIM if you want to travel China and get those apps. I have the VPN. Will that allow it? The other thing is, will the Chinese apps work? Because you don't really carry cash around there anymore. You use Alipay and WeChat Pay. So I've set them up with international cards. will they work? And hopefully they'll work, because that's how I get my taxi. That's how I get, well, that's how I pay for everything. Everything comes through those apps. So that'll be interesting. Also, I don't speak any Mandarin. How is that going to be? Are people going to understand me? Am I going to be able to understand what's happening? There are lots of questions. Just how difficult is it to travel China with zero experience and zero language? I guess we're about to find all of that out today. Fingers crossed. Cab. Cab. Boarding time, 3 hours. Well, 2 hours, 55 minutes to Chengdu. Thank you. All right, this is it. I'm not going to bore you with this. This is not a plane review video. It's about traveling to China. So I'll pick up with you guys when we land. I'm going to do a little bit of editing. Enjoy the flight. I've got myself an aisle seat. I prefer the aisle seat. I can get out and around. But it looks like it's a full flight. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side when we land in Chengdu. All right, I made it to a wet and cold Chengdu, a grey China. I've left the 35 degrees, and I'm now in 7 degrees and raining. Not ideal. The eSIM works. Step 1, complete. The flight was also very easy, very nice. Just 2.5 hours, really quick. But eSIM works, which is a really good thing. Next up is security on visa. They did give a landing card, so I filled out my landing card, and there was a visa-free option on there. And I put my Italian passport details down. So, fingers crossed. I'm in. 30 days stamp, visa-free. That might have been, and I'm not just saying this, because I know a lot of people do say things like this when they come here, but that might have been the easiest immigration experience I think I've had. No queues. I mean, I'm in Chengdu, I'm not in Beijing or Shanghai. No queues, very clean airport. Just need to grab my bag, and then we need to find a taxi. This is quite cool, like the baggage claim. Not only can you see a camera of your bags being delivered, so actually know when they're coming, but also up here, you have all of the transport information, and it runs through the metro lines, the buses, everything, and says exactly where they stop in Chinese and in English. Super helpful, actually. All the different metro lines, very, very helpful. Got it. My trusty little tag never fails me. Right, let's go work out a taxi. So, my hotel's in there, Panda Sleep Hotel. Loads of different options, like I said, just like Bolt or Uber or whatever. Let's just go for the cheapest, why not? It's 5 minutes away. Please read and agree, full trip, Jesus. All right, authorize. Is it gonna work? Pay. It worked. Welcome to China. Already, I've had the first person sneakily taking a photo of me. I just was looking at my phone, looked up, and there's someone beaming, taking a photo of me. Am I the only Western person? Yeah, I think I'm the only Western person down here. But come on, it's 2025. I find that quite funny. Next time I'll start posing. Is that going to be a theme of this trip, or is that a one-off? But straight away in the airport whilst waiting for the taxi. All right, guys, we're in. Let's try and do this with some dignity. Oh. 谢谢。谢谢。Welcome to the city. Is it as you expected? Is it as I expected? Although, he didn't drop me right next to the hotel, so I need to find out exactly where that is. The first thing I notice is how quiet this is, compared to Bangkok, how quiet this is. I mean, you can still hear some, not every car is electric, but overall, pretty quiet. Anyway, hold on, let me sort myself out and we'll go find this hotel. The other first impression, once I got out of the car and out of the airport, oh my, it's chilly. 7 degrees is chilly when you've been in 35 degrees and humidity. Panda Sleep Hotel, I am in the right place. Who would have thought? Residential Chengdu. And then the hotel appears. And look at that, more pandas, pandas everywhere. If you're going to be in Chengdu, the home of pandas in China, in terms of tourists and research, you may as well stay in a place like this, hadn't you? All right, I like this. It does look like the photos. I was a bit worried for a second, but I think we're good. Oh, yes. Ooh, hello. Ni hao. Here or here? Here? Yes. I have a reservation for 4 nights. They gave me a free room upgrade, which is nice. Check-in, very smooth. Hotel, well, initial impressions, it's Chinese New Year celebration still. Obviously, you've got the orchid. Real orchid? Yeah, real orchid with all the pandas on the inside. Pandas everywhere here. Even the little suites with little pandas there. Very cool, light wood. Very nice. Ah, more. This really is a panda hotel. Look at it. Look at it. Good first impressions. She gave me the choice of the 1st floor, 3rd floor, or the 5th floor. So I asked for the most quiet one, obviously. But yeah, very easy check-in. And more confusion about Italy being visa-free. She got a bit confused by that, but we were all good in the end. Let's go check out the room. There we go, 8305. Got another panda and the key card. If you're into cute things, ooh, that's nice. Actually, I mean, other than, wait, it's just the kids' room. Look at it, there are pandas everywhere. This does feel, look, I said it's good for families. I think kids and families will love this place with the pandas everywhere, or even cute couples. As a solo traveler in his 30s, it's interesting to say the least. Anyway, let me show you it. We have, of course, the big double bed. How is the big double bed? Oh, it's comfy. Yes, 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 yes. It is comfy. We also have, well, hold on, let's get the electricity in there. There we go. Jeez, there we go. So, the room is actually quite big. I guess it's been upgraded from a normal double room to a deluxe double room. Big TV. What's the view? I'm probably sure it's not that much. Oh, ooh. I'm not saying the view is nice, but is that cherry blossom already on the tree? That's quite cool. A lovely artwork of pandas are, what would you call this? Room spacer? Panda room spacer. You have water, tea, kettle, tissues from a panda dispenser. I mean, they've gone to town on it, haven't they? Stickers everywhere. It is wow, everything. Towels embossed with pandas. Toothbrush with pandas. Oh, what's going on here? TV's turning on. Oh, no, that's cool. Light on the mirror. I like that. That makes things look better. Wash basin. That all looks nice. And then the bathroom. I don't know where the light is for it though. Oh, this makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, that's all right. Smart toilet. And then shower. Nice shower. I tell you what, I paid £25 per night from trip.com. I think that's not too bad. And it's well located. It's not far from a metro station, close to the bustling area that we just came into, and then not far from the center, from the main square either. Probably can walk it, but you can also take the metro. All right, quick nap. I definitely need it. And then we'll head out. We'll find some Sichuan food for the first time. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And we'll just get some evening vibes of Chengdu. Oh man, if things could not get any better at this hotel. I just came to go out for dinner and the receptionist called me over and said, hey, we have a gift for you. Red panda. How cool is that? Oh, a little plush panda toy. Huge. I don't know if she saw that. I have just a backpack, but it will go in, it will squash down. So I'm going to drop that off at the room, and then we're going to go for dinner, go for a little walk. It is raining, unfortunately. We can make do. At least I'm dressed for it a bit better now. Actually, red panda with my orange coat kind of goes, doesn't it? I still can't believe that. Very cool. I think it's because they saw me filming and they found my YouTube channel and they gave me a gift. But regardless, that's still super nice. I would just want to say, on the reviews of this place, it said that the metro station was a little far. It's literally a 30-second walk. So whoever considers that far, I'm not sure. I think that's pretty reasonable, 30-second walk, if you ask me. Anyway, I'm gonna head over to one of the main areas that I was recommended to stay nearby. Main shopping district, main busy district, main evening district. Let's go see what it's like over there in the evening. But I've got to be honest, everywhere I go, people, oh, hello. I thought that was a pavement. But all of the scooters are coming across. Oh, this is messing my head. I need to try and get across there. Anyway, as I was saying, whenever I go places, people say, oh, how do you find food? How do you find good food? Google Maps. And then you start to use your senses. You can see from the photos. I mainly use the photos with Google Maps and take reviews as a guide. But I kind of look at it and kind of judge from that. It's very easy to do that. Google Maps doesn't exist here. I mean, with the VPN, it kind of works. But trying to find, sit there and go through the food map or the map for food places, you can't do it. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna get around that other than just use my visual senses, but I'd like to know if a place is good or not good with some reviews. I'm sure there's an app for it, but not in English anyway. Finally, we make it across the road, crossing our first road in China. How exciting is that? All right, I'm just on my way and I've come across this place. I have to show you. You have the cartoon street art on the building, very nice, but this, look at that, that's gonna look so good later. Lanterns and things hanging in the trees, as you would expect in Asia, these cute characters. But how pretty is that? Obviously, I have no idea what it says. Maybe it's for New Year, maybe it's not, who knows? But it's stunning. And I was just thinking, I told you that it's a bit more difficult here. You don't realize how much you take that for granted, how much you take what you're accustomed to for granted. You see a restaurant or you see something that looks decent and you open Google Maps and you check reviews and you see all the photos and everything. You do that without thinking. When it's gone, you don't realize how difficult it is. And I know there'll be people who say, oh, like the old days, or use the local apps. Or I don't read Mandarin for a start. And obviously you're accustomed to what you're accustomed to. Oh man, I keep coming across these places. To be honest, my expectations for coming here were pretty, I didn't really have any. But already I didn't expect it to be so pretty. Whoa, hello. That just lit up. Super bright. This little, it must be the river. It's not a canal, is it? And there's another one of those trees with everything covered over there. But that's quite nice. You have the boats on the river. I'm sure you can take a nice river cruise. And then restaurants, of course. Looks like a little market over there. But it's the reflections on the water. Look at the reflections on the water from the lights and the lanterns and then the boats themselves. Stunning. Oh, we found some food. Steam coming off the steam baskets. I'm not entirely sure what they're serving actually, but looks good. Oh, they also look good. Music blasting in here. I'm sure that's copyright, so we'll move past that quickly. I like the atmosphere. The atmosphere is friendly. Already people are coming up to me and saying hello, welcome to China, and asking me what I'm doing, which is quite nice. Oh, more food, more steam rising up. So, table for one, I guess. Just one. I can sit.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Well, maybe a bit. Oh no, this is a cool atmosphere. I was thinking further in because it will be warmer, but this is a cool atmosphere. You can see everything steaming away in here. Everything's out, prepped and ready. All right, menu. You have a set menu, which actually comes with dessert and a side of pickled vegetable. Then you have just the burning noodles in small or large. I think I'm gonna go for the set because why not? It's nice to round it out and have a set as well. The noodles get cooked fresh. They're in the pot on the side and get cooked fresh and then mixed together with everything here. We are super central, not normally the type of place I come to, as I say, but when the hunger strikes, you've got to just eat sometimes, don't you? That was quick. Thank you. Shishir. Served by Auntie. Shishir. Thank you. Oh, wow. That looks spicy. I have no idea what that is. That looks like chilies pounded with a little bit of meat. That's going to be fun. And then the noodles. Let me show you, 1 second. Move it into the light so you can see. Just look at that. You've got peanuts, spring onions, sesame seeds, a little bit of that meat and chili paste, and crispy chili oil underneath. Looks amazing. This one, as I said, my hands are so cold I can barely even hold these things. Just absolutely full of dried chilies. You can see all of the seeds in there, the dried chili, and bits of, I guess pork, could be beef, but I guess pork, who knows? Let's see. And then you have that rice curd with the brown sugar. That looks good. I'm probably gonna need it after this if they're called burning noodles. And we've gone for the burning noodle set. I'm probably gonna need something to cool me down afterwards. This could be the best meal I've ever had entering Chengdu, or it could be my biggest regret. I've just realized I'm gonna look like an absolute amateur because trying to use chopsticks when your hands are so cold and numb. I mean, when I lifted the plate up to show you guys, I nearly dropped the plate because I was holding it like this and my hands just gave in. They're so cold. You can see how red they are and cold. So I'm gonna look like an amateur, but I think what we've got to do is mix it all up and get that all mixed in and mixed through. It's a decent portion as well. I want to try those, but this intrigues me, so let's go in with this. Let's see what it is for a start. It is spicy, but it's fragrant as well. Wow. I mean, that is a serious amount of spice. But you also have those Sichuan peppercorns in there, giving that numbing flavor. Oh yes. That is delicious. It's cold, which I didn't expect, but I love that flavor. But it does have a kick. And what about these noodles? I cannot pick these noodles up. The flavor of the sesame, the flavor of the peanut, the savouriness that comes from that sesame, that is good. I don't think it's going to be the best I'm going to eat on this trip, of course. But to be honest, after a long journey, a long day, walking around in the cold, it doesn't really matter. I'm not looking for the best food. I'm not looking for the best recommendation for you guys. I'm just looking for something tasty to fill my stomach. You're not going to go wrong with that. €28, big bowl of noodles, plate of this, and a dessert. Who can complain? Noodles done. Let's try this dessert. Oh, look at that. Look at the consistency. It is like a custard. All right. That I can get used to. I mean, the predominant flavor is the brown sugar, which is not exactly a bad flavor. Love brown sugar. It's actually a nice dessert. It's light. It's like a cross between a jelly and a custard, I guess. Yeah, very good. Damn, paying was too easy. Literally, you just open the code, they type in how much it is, and you scan it, and it's done, just like that. Very, very easy. How sure, shishir. Thank you. Well, that could have gone a lot worse, I must admit. I mean, standard, as you would expect, service. A few barks of whatever she's saying to me, but not much more than that. A bit of shouting in the background. But that's all part of it, isn't it? Anyway, I'm gonna have a little walk around and then probably head back and warm myself up. I will say this area at night, now the sun has properly gone down and it's dark and the neon lights are out and you get a full sense for them. It is quite cool. I do like it, but maybe a touch too commercialized for me. But as far as first impressions of China and first impressions of Chengdu, I like it. I mean, China is, I didn't come with huge expectations, but already just things are so simple. I can't believe it. It's clean, it's friendly. So let's see if this continues in the next video where we'll explore more of Chengdu and we'll really get under the skin of this city. See you in the next one.